Please turn your attention to the screen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, El Concilio President Andres Herrera.
Hey, thank you very much. Isn't this a wonderful evening? Nice and cool, not too hot, not too cold. But it is a blessing for us to be here, especially after the tumultuous year and a half, almost 2 years. A lot of us have been quarantined at home. We've isolated from our families, from our co-workers, from all sorts of things. And I think this is a good respite for us. We have been accustomed over the last 30 years to have our function indoors with at least 350 to 380 participants. But that doesn't change with respect to what our mission and our goal is. I surely appreciate the fact that we're able to at least get together, even though it's going to be by videotape, and to share, the wonderful things that our community members have done throughout the years. And this Latino Leadership Awards reception banquet is the 31st. That's 31 years of this organization hosting this activity. I think we need to give ourselves a round of applause. We pride ourselves in looking at mountains and figuring out, do we climb it, do we go through it, or do we go around it? And believe me, over the last 2 years, there have been a tremendous amount of mountains. I want to thank our staff members of El Concilio, starting with the Chief Executive Director, where is she, Yvonne Gutierrez. Thank you for all the work you've done in spite of all the obstacles. And I know our staff members have done somersaults. They've made themselves critically capable of doing the work from home. I know it's difficult with all the electronic equipment and the conduits that they have to work with, yet they still provided that necessary service to our community. We were able to change physically the office where we created a window for at least some people to come by. Those that we serve and those that need services don't usually have the kind of services that we have at our disposal. A computer, the internet, and telephone. Some of us don't even have transportation. And so I am so pleased and proud that we've been able to make it through these trying times. And I know it's not been easy for employers and businesses and other services in our community. We have all suffered alike. And we continue to persevere because that's within our essence, especially Latinos. There is nothing in this world that we cannot do if we set ourselves to it. My favorite poet in Mexico is Amado Nervo, and his poem, El Camino. In El Camino, he says, life, you don't owe me anything, because I knew that as I traversed all these steps that I had to be, and I will continue to be, the architect of my own destiny. So we, as a community, as a people, we need to continue being architects of our own destiny. That's why I appreciate all the support that we have from our members, from those that are in the community, those businesses that understand the need to make sure that we fortify those that are in greatest need, because they are the ones that consume our products, they are the ones that need our services, and we need to come together to make sure we do that. We provide rural low-income limit or non-English speaking community with all those services. I think George is going to run a video of other things that we do. We transition low-income families by providing services that integrate them into the community to assist them in becoming self-sufficient. That is the key, self-sufficiency. In light of what we've gone through in our environment in this past year and a half, it's so difficult to be self-sufficient because we have no access to the limited resources that are available now. So we are that conduit to those individuals that so need it. And that's why it's important, not just for those that do the work here, but those outside our community that provide a service. All our sponsors, all our supporters, all of you folks make it easier for our staff and our organization to continue providing those services. We engage work daily on a one-to-one level with members of our community in a safe manner. Can you imagine over 200,000 interactions in the last 12 years? That's a lot of people. And I want to thank not only our staff and our executive officer, but also those that give us the fuel that we need to continue this engine working forward. I want to thank our presenting sponsors, starting with the Players Casino, our title sponsor. I know somebody's here from the Players Casino. Why don't you stand up for me, please? I know Patrick is here, and Marina. The Southern California, Southern Cal Gas, I'm sorry. I've known them forever, Southern California Gas Company. That's SoCal now. I know that Maria Ventura, who's also a board member, could not be here this evening. Thank you. Southern California Edison, we've been partners with the City of Oxnard and with Concilio for many years. Thank you, Rudy, and thank you to all those at Southern California Edison. Californians for Energy Independence, thank you. That's an important name of a company for energy independence as we look for our individuals to be independent as well in the environment in which they exist. Ventura County Community College District. I know that they have been supportive for everything that we do. They've helped with programs, helping those individuals that cannot necessarily be a full-time student, but they provide classes on an extended basis and also in the evening. Thank you so much for your support. Union Bank, thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. Stand up. You know, education is a foundation for us to move forward and for the community college districts to avail themselves to make sure that what they have to provide to community is available to the community in which they serve. Ergo, that's why they're called community colleges. They belong to us, folks, and it's time for us, and we pressure them to make sure you take care of my community. Thank you. Union Bank, my goodness. Thank you for all the help that you provided. I know somebody's here from Union Bank. Who's that? There they are. How come you deny my credit card? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Union Bank. Wells Fargo Bank, a dear friend of us for a long time. Thank you so much for all your assistance. Thank you for making this evening possible. I think it's a beautiful evening. I think it's more important that we're at least here, although in a limited number of people, to share in the greatness of what we all collectively can do and aspire to. Thank you again, not only the sponsors, but you for being here. I would like to identify and present to all of us some distinguished guests, and they're distinguished not just because of the title they hold, but because what they did to get them where they're at, and what they continue to do to keep them where they're at. They have never forgotten family, they have never forgotten community. And I'd like to introduce those important people. And I'll start, if I may, if I can find this. Did it fall? Oh. We got a council member from the city of Ventura, Janet Sanchez Palacios. Thank you, ma'am. A dear friend of ours, we've known for a long time. We worked even before all these things happened. Ventura County Supervisor of the 5th District, the Honorable Carmen Ramirez. my friend, all our friends. We've known him for a long time. And he continues still to this day to be engaged every day. He works like if each day was going to be his last day. That's why he always does so much. Thank you, my dear friend, John Zaragoza, Mayor of the City of Oxnard. Thank you, John. And giving credit again to the Ventura Community College districts, we have the board chair, Joshua Chancellor. Thank you, Joshua. I thought we had another board member, but he's not able to make it here. But you know what? Since you didn't make it, I'm not going to introduce you, but you know who you are, and we'll see you later. And then we go to another organization with another individual. He's done so much for us. You know, you run into people like this guy once in a lifetime. Nagging. And then when you see the fruits of all this nagging, you say, damn, man, where you been all our lives? Jess Ramirez, Commissioner of the Port of Hueneme, never fails to support each and every organization in this community. Thank you. Hermano, gracias. We have another commissioner, newly, I shouldn't say anointed, but newly elected to the harbor, Port of Hueneme. She's been around just about every organization you can think of. We have a lot of respect for her. I think you're still with Cal State, what's that place over there? Channel Islands. Our dear friend, she's also the commissioner of the Port of Hueneme, Selena Zacarias. Now, you guys give us all the support we need. You give us all the fuel that we need to get our engine going, but you have to have some workers that'll convert all that energy, all that capital into productive work that has a lot of successes. And I would like to introduce members of the board of El Concilio. I don't know if he's here or not, but the immediate past president, Ernie Villegas, is he here today? Okay. The current, but it's okay. Ernie's a good man. He was mayor of Fillmore. He's busy. He's got a lot of things to do. I certainly appreciate the work that he does on our board. Our vice president is M.A. Mohammed Hassan. Thank you for all your work. He's also elected to the board of United Water Conservation District. He is a superb element to them. Whenever you want to talk water, call M.A. He's the man. Yes, he is. And also our treasurer and our host. He hosted our bar. To me, he's one of our important people. He's been with our city, and he's our treasurer for us. Former chief of police, Tom Cady. He's treasurer. You know we had to put a chief as a treasurer. You know that. Thank you for hosting the wine bar, sir. And also secretary, she could not make it today, Maria Ventura. Okay, and then the board members, Carmen de Arcos Gonzalez. Where is she? Not here? Okay. Marina Martinez, I saw you earlier. Please stand up. Thank you, Marina. Again, Janet Sanchez Palacio, member of the Ventura City Council. Chuy Jesus Torres, where you be? There you are. He worked very hard in this committee. He was actually giving everybody a bad time because we weren't doing enough. And he did not stop until we finally came to a conclusion. Okay, we're gonna have the dinner anyway. We can't be indoors. We will work something out. And Yvonne said, okay, let's work together. We came out here to this beautiful venue. We want to thank the Ventura County Museum. Thank you so much for that. Another board member, she's not here this evening, but Elizabeth Paniagua. She has family. She's got to take care of him, and her husband's very busy as well. And I saw my friend, where is she? Edith Campa. Hey! Thank you for being here. We haven't seen each other for a while, but she's a hard worker. And you know what? When you say something in a board, you better have a foundation for what you say, because she is going to question everything that comes up, and that's what we need to do. We don't necessarily take everything on faith. We make sure that whomever says anything, it presents something, has a foundation for that presentation, and there is a goal as a result of that statement, and we have the faculties and the means in which to effect an appropriate plan to meet those goals. Thank you for all your work. Appreciate it. And my other one always hits me on the side by bringing up the proper questions. Lupe Servin. thank you so much for all the work that you guys do. And, you know, we can introduce the board members in the whole bit, but the one that takes the brunt of all of this, and I need to introduce her, Yvonne Gutierrez. So, if all of you would be so kind, my board members and interests, please stand up so they can properly see you and properly recognize you. Thank you. And now, the people that put these guys to work are our sponsors. George, would you roll the commercials on our sponsors so they can get a better recognition for them?
At Edison, we know that creating a clean energy future takes teamwork. So while we're modernizing the electric grid, the Garzas modernize their roof to be the first on their block to go solar. We're helping reduce emissions from cars and trucks for cleaner air, so kids on every corner can focus on just being kids. Together, we have all the power we need to build a brighter future for everyone. SCE, energy for what's ahead.
As Hispanic-serving institutions, Moore Park, Oxnard, and Ventura colleges are proud to educate Ventura County's workforce. Our colleges offer more than 200 programs in high-demand careers. Students can also access financial aid, counseling, and other services to help you succeed. Discover your future at Ventura County's community colleges today.
What powers California's oil production?
It's people.
We're 55,000 strong. We help generate $1.7 billion in state and local tax revenues.
For schools.
For first responders.
And fire safety.
We're single moms, veterans,
Second chancers.
And union members.
And we produce oil under the safest,
cleanest, strictest environmental regulations
In the world.
We're California's oil workers.
and
proud of it.
California's oil producers create jobs and resources in California.
for Californians.
Some things shouldn't change, and that's a good thing. But the future of energy is changing, and SoCalGas is advancing innovative, renewable natural gas technology to help the environment for generations to come. Because we believe in a balanced energy solution, so you don't have to choose between affordability and cleaner air. And that's a good thing. SoCalGas, the future of renewable energy.
Wow, don't we have great partners? Thank you to all our sponsors. We're proud and privileged to be associated with you and you with us so we can move forward in the work that we have to do. Now I have another task. You know, this is the third time I'm introducing this person. I think if you play baseball three times, 3 strikes, you're out, right? And if you're a bowler, 3 strikes in a row means that's a turkey, right? Well, the next guest I want to introduce is not necessarily a turkey, nor is she striking out. We are very pleased and proud that she was appointed to the City Council in Ventura. She's been our board member, effective board member, participating in all our discussions, bringing new insights to our board so we can further and amplify the services we provide for our needy clients in our neighborhood. Jeanette earned her master's degree in public administration from Cal State Northridge, and she holds a bachelor's degree in women's studies from some place called UCLA. She has had a passion for public service. She served in the Assembly District for, I guess, a dozen years, and so she's familiar with the goings around in the Assembly, and we use that knowledge to our benefit because it directed us to the resources that we need to get our work done. So I need no further accolades to describe and to introduce someone that's not only important to El Concilio, but important to our community, the Honorable Jeanette Sanchez Palacio, Councilwoman for the City of Ventura.
All right, entertain me for a bit, because I love selfies. Everyone, woo! Good job. Well, thank you, and good evening. It is a lovely evening, and I welcome you to Ventura, the city by the sea. I got you back, Andres. No, really, I'm so proud to be able to not just be your MC, but also represent the city of Ventura. When I was appointed, you just don't know where things are going to fall, and I'm just really honored to be here as a city council member. And I invite you to please take advantage of our main street that is now open to pedestrians only, and so it's a great place to eat al fresco, if you will, have dinner and enjoy. So welcome to Ventura, and thank you for being here. Once again, it's my honor to be your MC tonight and introduce some of our honorees. So I'm excited to be able to elbow or hug, whatever you feel comfortable with. And for me, being a part of El Concilio board has meant a lot. When I was first asked to be part of El Concilio board, I really was not familiar with the organization, to be honest with you, but the more I learned about it and the more that I knew what we did as an organization for our community, it was a no-brainer for me to join. We service our youth, we service our elderly, we service everyone in between. And I think for during the pandemic, we really showcased the talent that is behind not just the executive director, but the staff and the board, because just like everyone else, we had to jump hoops and kind of bend over backwards to see how we were going to continue the services that we give. And these are meaningful services because they help people become citizens. They help dreamers continue on their path to higher education or wherever it is that they want to go to. And we are here for them, and we engage them in their own language, and we engage them with just trying to meet them where they're at. And so I really appreciate Yvonne's leadership behind that and our staff who have been able to continue the important work that we've been doing. During the pandemic, I mean, El Concilio was even involved in antibody testing, ensuring that our residents in Ventura County as a whole could come together, and they were also involved in COVID testing, and they still continue to do that. So thank you for that. So I think for all of that, we deserve another round of applause for El Concilio. And just to reiterate, in terms of the mission of the organization is to directly assist and educate underserved Latino communities. And the majority of our clients are from the agriculture and service sector workers. And so again, it's just, we want to make sure that everyone is having their needs met, and that we as an organization can play that role for them. So I won't take too much time longer, because I know that our honorees are anxiously awaiting for their presentation. So I want to go ahead and start with our first award, which means we've got a video to roll. And that would be Vanessa Calderon Garcia.
Good evening. On behalf of Wells Fargo Bank, it is my honor to present this year's El Concilio's Latino Leadership Award to Vanessa Calderon. My mission is to continue leading the way and helping students to believe in themselves so they can accomplish everything they want, says Ms. Vanessa Calderon. English Language Development Learning Design Coach for Oxnard Union High School District. Due to the direct efforts of Ms. Calderon, 1,200 of these students have been awarded the State Seal of Biliteracy. OUHSD is the only district where Mexican students have earned this prestigious distinction. The State Seal of Biliteracy is granted by the State Superintendent of Public Instruction for graduating seniors who have attained a high level of proficiency in speaking, reading, and writing in one or more languages in addition to English. Ms. Calderon is a student advocate who believes and understands that enriching experiences and college readiness is a right for all students. The dual language immersion program under her direction thrives as she infuses the program with her deep commitment to the success of the students in her care. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saluting Vanessa Calderon, the 2020 El Concilio Latino Leadership Award honoree.
My name is Vanessa Calderon Garcia. I was born in Port Hueneme, California, but raised in Nayarit, Mexico. As a 16-year-old, arriving in this country without knowing a word of English was a major challenge. Nonetheless, my challenge became my biggest reward as I became an ELD high school teacher. This was thanks to the amazing teachers and mentors I had throughout my educational career. I strongly believe in the power of mentorship, and I want to invite our community members in Ventura County to reach out to our youth, to serve as role models and support them in accomplishing their goals in life. Collaborating with Oxnard College ESL department has helped our newcomer students work towards higher education. I'm also very fortunate to acknowledge the high school seniors who have demonstrated proficiency in English and a second language with the state seal of biliteracy. Being biliterate, it's a 21st century skill that many of our students attain before they graduate from our district. As my mother will say in Spanish, si sabes dos lenguajes, vales por dos. Gracias por su inspiración y apoyo, mamá. I want to give a special thanks to Wells Fargo Bank for their sponsorship, as well as El Concilio Family Services for selecting me as one of the honorees at the 21st Annual Latino Leadership Awards. I want to thank my colleagues at the Oxnard Union High School District who shared the love and passion to help our English learners. Thanks to my involvement with the Ballet Folklorico Mestizo of Oxnard College has helped my self-confidence as we perform in front of our audiences. This opportunity has certainly built my level of comfort as I present in front of my colleagues and students. Last but not least, I want to thank my family for their unconditional love and support. Alonso, Alex, and Dani, you are my biggest inspiration. Gracias.
Congratulations once again. And now for our second award, representing Players Casino, we have Patrick Berry, and the honoree is Rocio Lozano Knowlton. Please take a look at the screen.
Good evening. On behalf of Players Casino, it is my honor to present Rocio Lozano Knowlton this year's El Concilio's Latino Leadership Award. Ms. Rocio Lozano Knowlton's love for the ocean extends into classrooms all over Ventura County through the Merito Foundation, which she founded and currently serves as executive director. Established to protect the oceans through education, conservation, and scientific research opportunities for youth, the Merito Foundation has reached over 10 million people. Based in Ventura County, the Merito Foundation has trained hundreds of Ventura County teachers and taught thousands of local students the importance of the ocean and how to contribute to its protection. The foundation motivates a diversity of youth to pursue science, technology, and engineering careers that relate to the ocean. The Merito Academy curriculum is the first bilingual environmental science education that serves Title I schools. More recently, Ms. Knowlton developed the ECOA program, designed to teach 8th through 12th graders the scientific method to solve problems. Students author proposals for environmental action projects on their campus. Nearly 500 students have written proposals, receiving over $35,000 of cash and in-kind support to implement their projects. Rocio's tremendous work to educate teachers and students and provide a path for them to become change agents in their schools makes it possible for us to have hope for a better future. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like all of you to please join me in saluting Rocio Lozano Knowlton, the 2020 El Concilio Latino Leadership Award honoree.
I am honored and grateful to receive this recognition from El Concilio. It has been a 16-year journey of engaging Latino youth in ocean protection, and it feels good. In 2004, Channel Island National Marine Sanctuary posted a part-time job as a bilingual specialist to create a program that engaged the Latino communities in ocean protection. The perception back then was that Latinos had no interest in ocean protection or related science careers. I thought that cannot be true, since all I had learned about the ocean was from my professors in university and from artisanal fishermen in Mexico. So I conducted a thorough needs assessment and proved that the barriers were not lack of interest due to culture, but socioeconomic barriers and the lack of exposure. I designed a program, Merito, for the region that contained all the identified needs and focused on providing the services to Title I schools. The sanctuary was very supportive until 2013 when funding disappeared. But I was allowed to continue Merito as a not-for-profit organization, and thanks to the support of the founding members, Merito Foundation was born in 2014. Exposing youth at an early age to scientific concepts, to see, to smell, to feel the marine and coastal environments triggers many changes. Increased interest, curiosity, ownership, care, and empowerment. Youth become empowered to make informed decisions about how they live, what they consume, and what they want to study, and they're able to advocate for environmental justice. I have witnessed the increase in Latino engagement in ocean protection and in the enrollment of STEM careers over the past 15 years, and I know this is just the beginning. I would like to thank Players Casino for the support, to my husband, Jim, to my children, Diego, Santiago, to the board, to my staff, to the sanctuary, and to the more than 200 teachers who have gone through our programs and perpetuate the knowledge. Thank you so much.
Patrick, please come up. Rocio, please come up. Congratulations once again. Amazing people in our community making a difference. Our third honoree is going to be represented by Union Bank, Patty Corrado. Apologize for that, Patty Corrado. And the honoree is Irene Gomez Castellanos. Please, let's take a look at the screen.
Good evening. On behalf of Union Bank, it is my honor to present Ms. Irene Gomez this year El Concilio's Latino Leadership Award. Ms. Irene Gomez immigrated to the United States from Oaxaca at the age of 14, where she worked alongside her parents and 7 siblings in the agriculture fields of Oxnard, Sacramento, and Washington State. As a child farm laborer, she was unaware of her right to access education. The experience fuels her work with other Indigenous women and children to ensure access to knowledge, information, and education. As a program manager at the Mixteco Indígena Community Organizing Project, she guides a team of prometoras. These selfless advocates offer parent education classes, parent and child together workshops, and assist families to gain support and offering interpretive services to eliminate the language barrier for Mixteco families. She is a tireless advocate for victims of domestic violence, helping them navigate the often complex legal and medical systems. Her voice continues to grow its prominence for Indigenous women throughout the state. Ms. Gomez inspires others by example to pursue their dreams with passion and love of their Indigenous identity. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring Ms. Irene Gomez, the 2020 El Concilio Latino Leadership Award honoree.
Mi nombre es Irene Gómez Castellanos. Vengo de una familia de 8 hermanos. Soy originaria de la comunidad de Santiago Asunción de la región Mixteca de Oaxaca, México. Orgullosa de mi lengua y mi origen. Soy madre de 8 hermosos hijos que son mi razón y mi fortaleza en esta vida. Un esposo al que le agradezco por todo el apoyo que ha brindado en este camino. A mi padre al que quiero y respeto. A mi madre que me ha transmitido su humildad, mi ejemplo de inspiración, aún con un español limitado, logró su deseo de ser ciudadana estadounidense. Quiero darle las gracias a la organización del Proyecto Mixteco Indígena por ser la plataforma de desarrollo, de liderazgo y empoderamiento y autosuficiencia de muchos líderes indígenas. Quiero dar un agradecimiento en especial a Sandy Yang, fundadora de la organización. Mi trabajo lo he desarrollado con mucha pasión, humildad, esfuerzo para contribuir a una mejor comunidad. Mi lucha será siempre de inspirar a otras mujeres indígenas a creer en su capacidad de liderazgo y autosuficiencia. Un agradecimiento profundo al Concilio por este reconocimiento tan especial para mí. Jive Endo, gracias. Thank you.
Please come up. What a great reminder that we service a community that is diverse with many languages. Así que felicidades de nuevo y es un recordatorio de las lenguas que tenemos en nuestra comunidad y es un orgullo poder ver eso. Muy bello. So, gracias. Our next honoree, I believe is our fourth award now, representing Southern California Edison is Mr. Rudy Gonzalez. And the honoree is Dr. Philip Hampton. Sorry.
Good evening. On behalf of Southern California Edison, it is my honor to present Dr. Philip Hampton this year's El Concilio's Latino Leadership Award. Dr. Philip Hampton wants students to become passionate about science. Dr. Hampton, a faculty member of the chemistry department at California State University Channel Islands and the director of the Ventura County STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Network, has single-handedly created a path for Latino students to become STEM professionals. He is dedicated to teaching families the benefits of STEM careers and supporting students who choose the STEM pathway. His work has a particular focus on Latino and low-income students. The Science Carnival, born in his imagination and now an annual event, has grown to host 2,700 students and their families to engage in 120 hands-on STEM activities Dr. Hampton designed. The free-of-charge Science Carnival works to remove barriers, now offering Spanish-speaking docents to translate experiments and explanations. Dr. Hampton is responsible for raising millions of dollars in grant funding to increase and support the number of underserved Latino students enrolling in and graduating with a STEM degree from CSU Channel Islands. While Dr. Hampton is a Stanford-trained scientist, it is his magic that comes alive for the thousands of families that see him dressed as a wizard at the annual Science Carnival. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saluting Dr. Philip Hampton, the 2020 El Concilio Latino Leadership Award honoree.
I would like to thank El Concilio Family Services and Southern California Edison for this award. In fall 2009, I recruited the CSUCI Chemistry Student Club to help me make my dream of a family science night called the Science Carnival a reality. I was ecstatic when 250 family members attended the event. From that humble beginning, over 2,500 individuals attended the 2018 Science Carnival and engaged in over 100 hands-on science activities. This free event is only possible thanks to over 400 volunteers from CSUCI and the community. Support from CSUCI leadership, especially Selena Zacharias, and our partnership with the City of Oxnard and Rio School District. With U.S. Department of Education grant funding ending in 2021, I'm looking for additional partners who will help me sustain this beloved community event. Thank you again for this recognition.
Please come up. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Watch your step, please. Excellent. Are you guys getting a little chilly? I know I am. Okay, our next honoree is Florencia Ramirez, and she will be, I guess, introduced by Ventura County Community College District Board Chair Joshua Chancer. So let's look at our screen.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Ventura County Community College District, it is my honor to present Florencia Ramirez with this year's El Concilio's Latino Leadership Award. Florencia Ramirez is an activist and author. She has traveled 16,000 miles around the country to interview farmers and food producers to discover solutions to our looming water and climate crisis. Florencia's journey resulted in her authoring an award-winning book, Eat Less Water. The book offers simple and compelling ways to reduce a person's water footprint through daily food choices. Eat Less Water is taught in classrooms around the country and will be published in Italian in 2021. With the support of Patagonia and the Encampment for Citizenship, a national youth leadership organization, she designed the Pesticide-Free Soil Project as a springboard for climate action and water conservation. A key action item in the project is the Compost Tea Party, a powerful vehicle to engage an entire community to eliminate petroleum-based fertilizers and chemicals on landscapes. The November 2019 Compost Tea Party held at Rio del School brought organizations together to offer 18 nature-based climate solution workshops to more than 800 students, community members, and volunteers. The action inspired the first ever pesticide-free school lunch at the district and a teacher-led initiative to build climate solution curriculum. Ms. Ramirez's work inspires us all to be the change we want to see in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Florencia Ramirez as the 2020 El Concilio Latino Leadership Award honoree.
Thank you for this honor. El Concilio serves as a source of inspiration for me as they continue to impact change from the individual to the collective for over 4 decades. The founders, some here in this room, spun this organization from a seed of an idea to a flourishing space that thrives. As a fledgling activist, I worked on a GeoTV campaign at El Concilio. I dreamed up the slogan, "Turn your whisper into a shout." In many ways, it has become the guiding mantra in the work I do in the world. I write for change. Writing that inspires action is a merging of all the rivers of my experience as an educator, activist, and researcher. It is what propelled me to write my book, Eat Less Water, after I learned that the most effective strategy to save water resources on this planet is to eat less of it. And my current book project, Eat for Change, where I deepen the connection between water, food, and climate. Currently, my work is focused on rethinking our landscapes, such as schools, playgrounds, and parks, as opportunities for climate action. The Pesticide-Free Soil Compost Tea Party, in partnership with the Encampment for Citizenship, is designed to build soil and build our collective consciousness. I am also on the mission to turn the whisper of activists into a shout on the page with an environmental justice imprint called Upstream Publishing in collaboration with my publisher, Red Hen Press. I want to thank my parents, Diane and Jess, that made it their mission to raise Chingona daughters, and to my husband. All paths lead to Michael para siempre.
Chair Chancer and Florencia, please come up. Now, I have the honor of presenting this next award, but I won't be in the video. I'll just hand it to them. It's presented by California Lutheran University, and it is honoring Diana Hernandez Banderas. So once again, let's take a look at the video.
Good evening. On behalf of Cal Lutheran University, it is my honor to present Diana Hernandez this year's El Concilio's Latino Leadership Award. Ms. Diana Hernandez is a champion of Latino students working towards their college dreams. As an undergraduate admissions counselor at Cal Lutheran University, Ms. Hernandez has spearheaded several new initiatives to increase enrollment and support underserved Latino students. She co-founded the Dreamer Ally program, which established a network of faculty and staff who understand undocumented student needs and experiences on the Cal Lutheran campus. Currently, 1/3 of all Cal Lutheran's full-time employees have completed the training. She advises the Together We Dream Club, which provides networking support for first-generation college students throughout the region. Ms. Hernandez has established a point of contact network, convening a dozen student services offices each trimester to improve communication and practices with the unifying goal to better serve undocumented students. Ms. Hernandez has been integral to Cal Lutheran's outreach efforts in the community. She launched the College Includes You College Fair and Information Workshop at Pacifica High School in Oxnard. Thanks to Ms. Hernandez's efforts, Cal Lutheran enrolled more Oxnard Unified School District students than ever before. The traditionally underserved first-generation college student thrives and grows as a result of Ms. Hernandez's innovative programming that serves as a model for other college campuses statewide. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saluting Ms. Diana Hernandez, the 2020 El Concilio Latino Leadership Award honoree.
Hello all and good evening. I am so honored to be here tonight to accept the El Concilio's Latino Leadership Award. I truly believe there is no higher award than to be recognized by your colleagues, so thank you. As a first-generation college student, I know how difficult navigating the higher education process can be, and knowing that I have a small part in helping the students and their families is something I do not take lightly. I owe it to the students I work with to continue to improve our practices at Cal Lutheran and make sure we continue to transform into an institution that is serving and not just enrolling for our Latinx students, especially here in Ventura County, the place I have grown up in and call home. I want to take a moment to thank the committee at El Concilio Family Services and California Lutheran University, from which I am a proud alum of, for this recognition. My mentors, some of whom are here tonight, for continuing to guide and advise me. My sisters, who are my biggest cheerleaders and reasons for doing what I do, and of course, my parents. Sin ustedes, nada de esto hubiera sido posible. Siempre han sido mi motivación y lo seguirán haciendo. Thank you.
Ms. Diane Hernandez Banderas, please come up. I get to present the last two awards, so woo! The next awardee is being honored by Californians for Energy Independence, and our honoree is Eduardo Miranda.
Good evening. My name is Myra Castro. On behalf of my employer, California Resources Corporation, a company made up of proud women and men dedicated to providing the Golden State with vital and local energy resources, and California for Energy Independence, a coalition that supports state and local policies that allow for continued domestic energy production. It is my honor to present Eduardo Miranda this year's El Concilio Latino Leadership Award. Dr. Miranda's long career as a public servant offers a blueprint for others to model. Prior to his retirement as a commander with the Oxnard Police Department, he worked tirelessly to improve the quality of life for the hardworking families in District 3, which spans the predominantly Latino working class Oxnard neighborhoods of La Colonia, Rose Park, Lemonwood, West and East Village. As commander, he fostered community partnerships and built bridges between the community and the police department. His commitment to serve will continue in his new role as investigative assistant with the Ventura County District Attorney. Dr. Miranda's profound gratitude to his parents for instilling in him the value of education fuels his commitment to support the educational aspiration of others. He and his family have single-handedly raised and awarded thousands of dollars in scholarships to Ventura County students pursuing their college education through the National Latino Peace Officers Association. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me, CRC and CEI, in saluting Dr. Eduardo Miranda for being a 2020 El Concilio Latino Leadership Award honoree.
Good evening. I would like to thank the Blue Ribbon Committee for selecting me for this award, and the California Resource Corporation and California for Energy Independence for their award sponsorship. I am deeply honored and humbled. There comes a time in most of our lives when we realize our greatest contribution in life is to serve others, to help those less fortunate, to support those who are coming after us, and to make our community and world a little bit safer and a little bit better for our families and the next generation. I had an opportunity to do that in my everyday job, serving almost 20 years with the Oxnard Police Department. Public safety allows us to work every day to improve the quality of life for every member of our community. Many consider it the greatest and most unselfish form of public service. You have to be willing and accept that each day can be your last. In fact, for some it has. It is not easy. It's not for everyone. It was for me. As commander, I always sought for community partnerships and collaborations that would help us build bridges between the community and its police department. Together we did great work. We overcame some of the most difficult moments in city's history. And for that we are better and we are stronger. On a personal note, education and mentoring the next generation has always been important to me as well. My family and I have fundraised and awarded thousands of dollars in scholarships to Ventura County students who are pursuing their college education through the National Latino Peace Officers Association. The importance of family and community were ingrained on me and my extended family by my parents, Tomas and Maria. I am accepting this award because of them, their hard work, their sacrifice, and their values they instill in us. I dedicate this award to my parents, my father who's smiling down on all of us, and my mother who is in Bakersfield and could not make the trip due to her age. To my extraordinary partner and wife, Roxanne, and my children, Eduardo Jr., Kyle, and Davina, and everyone who wakes up to work hard and try to make Ventura County and the world a little bit better, safer, and stronger every day. Thank you, and God bless.
Dr. Eduardo Miranda, please come up. Okay. Well, I think that's it. I'm kidding. There's one more left, right? Last but not least, for sure. This award is presented by SoCal Gas, honoring Adam Lopez. So please, let's take a look at the video.
Good evening. My name is Maria Ventura, and I serve as the Public Affairs Manager representing SoCal Gas throughout Ventura County. SoCal Gas has delivered clean and affordable energy for over 150 years, and we are part of California's clean energy future. Tonight, we are here to present Adam Lopez with the 2020 El Concilio Latino Leadership Award for his tireless devotion to the community. Mr. Lopez leads his life with his heart. His generosity of time, effort, and philanthropy continue to deepen and expand for the betterment of families and individuals in Ventura County. He serves as Commissioner for the Community Relations Commission for the City of Oxnard, as well as several local boards over the years. As Director of the Revived Community Church Annual Community Resources Fair, he has distributed 1,200 bags of groceries, 3,000 bags of clothing, and 1,000 backpacks to thousands of mostly foreign workers over the past 5 years. Under his leadership, the event has grown to offer medical services and screenings, educational opportunities, and employment information booths. Mr. Lopez is instrumental in the coordination of immigration forums, Christmas toy drives, and resource fairs. Thanks to Mr. Lopez's dedication and vision, hundreds of parents can shop for free toys at the Christmas shop for their children. His work spreads joy and happiness for so many family needs during the Christmas season and beyond. Please join me in congratulating Adam Lopez.
It is a true honor and extremely humbling to receive this recognition from El Concilio Family Services. I would like to express a sincere appreciation for the selection board and for the individuals who took the time to submit my nomination. I am certain my fellow honorees tonight can agree that we don't do what we do for accolades, awards, credit, or to be in the spotlight. However, when that does happen, it is only affirmation that we are doing something great and we are contributing to our communities and helping the underserved. Our passion converts into sacrifice at times. We invest our time, efforts, and energy in helping those in need. And in the process, we sacrifice our personal and private lives, including our families and friends. But when we understand the value and importance of doing what we do, the rewards are extremely gratifying. Tonight, I would like to thank and acknowledge my wife, Crystal. You are my inspiration. And my prayer is that we are able to raise and teach our daughter, Aislinn, to have a heart for those in need. To my mother, Ophelia, my siblings, family, and pastors, thank you for your always encouraging words. To my friends, my colleagues, and my peers, let's continue to support one another and lift each other up. And a special thank you to SoCalGas for their sponsorship to these prestigious Latino Leadership Awards. I will end with this. One of my favorite passages found in Matthew 9:37. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Once again, thank you. I am honored.
Mr. Adam Lopez. Well, that concludes our recognition of our honorees, but if anything tonight has proven is that one person can make a difference, regardless of where you come from, regardless of where you're going. One person can truly make a difference in our community. And we are moved by what these individuals have done throughout their life and their work. And I just want to give them another round of applause, please. Before we close, we want to make sure that we thank the following for making this event possible. And if we can roll the credits, I believe. We have West End Productions, SMI Concepts, Martino's Catering Corporation, Graphic Elements, and most especially, Yvonne Gutierrez, Executive Director, and the staff of El Concilio. So once again, thank you for being here tonight, for after so long, we've been able to see each other face to face. So thanks for risking it and coming all the way down. Will all the honorees please come up so we could take a picture with you all together collectively? And that concludes our evening. Thank you so much.